Afternoon. Can you guess who we're reviewing today? It's pretty easy. It's on my shirt. Metolius, one of the original climbing hold manufacturers, been around since I think '85. They're known for having holds pretty much everywhere. You see them in most gyms, see them other places. There's great wood holds. They do all the hangboards. They're a powerhouse. Harnesses, cams, whatever you want, Metolius pretty much makes it. They're kind of a one-stop shop for any climber. You need a rope, go to Metolius. Their holds have always been resin. They're made in China, and they were heavy. They lasted a long time. They were a little bit prone to chipping, but for years and years, always been resin. When the market's been going to urethane and polyurethane, and they've actually got their finger out of their ass, and they've actually done an entire range of urethane holds. They're not on the market yet. Maybe when this video comes out, they will be. And they kindly sent us a big old box, a big assortment of holds from their new line, from their new range, and they're made in the US. Entrepreneurs pour these shapes for Metolius because they're pretty close, they're next door. So it's actually pretty good.
A couple of reviews ago, I think I said Atomic had the most reviewed, was the most reviewed company, but actually it's Metolius that's been the most reviewed company, and that's no surprise because Metolius is a pioneer in the industry. They've been around since 1989, I believe. They produced their first holds in 1989. To put that in perspective, back in 1989 there was only a handful of gyms in the United States. Now there's almost close to 500. Correct me on this if my sources are correct, then to think about that, they took a big shot in the dark, and they're entrepreneurs and pioneers in our industry, and so now fast forward to today, and in May they put out their brand new line of polyurethane holds. I must say, I got to give it to them. They did an excellent job on these. You guys are gonna love them. They're vastly superior to their old line. Those of us that have been climbing for a long time obviously have a lot of attachment to their old line, because we started climbing on them when there wasn't that many holds around, and there's still nothing wrong with them, but I believe these are leaps and bounds better than their old stuff, and there's definitely some cool stuff here that you're going to want to check out. So they didn't send the full set to us, which is understandable considering there's a lot of holds in these sets. So they sent us a few holds from each set to show off their new line. So I don't normally use notes, but since there's so many sets, I got to keep track of it all.
First of all, what we'll do is we'll look at their colour range. Now, when I received the box, I received this, which is this really good colour wheel of holds. These are all foot holds. Like even some of them still got set screw holes in them with a little Metolius tag on them on a big metal wire. This is the colour range they were going to go with, but they made a mistake. So they sent me the proper colour range on a different string. This is the old colour range, and this is the new colour range. And the yellow's a little bit brighter, the orange is pretty good. What's the difference in these? I think they changed the fluoro pink and the red changed. So this is the colour range you can actually get from Metolius holds right now, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different colours from these lovely people at Metolius. 12 colours. They're more in line with the Aragon colours. So it's pretty much standardised. Aragon are the people that make, Soil and Oh god, like everyone, urban plastic, yeah, urban plastic, and like Technic, you know, they pour everybody's holds. So these are more in line with the Aragon colours. So if you buy holds from Metolius or any other company, at least you know the colours are going to be pretty well similar.
So they have 6 new sets. Then the 6 new sets are the New Wave, which is these orange ones. These two here. The Joey set, which are these speared kind of orb things. They kind of look like they were designed off of like an alien spaceship or something like that. Something crazy. We have the pitted footholds, which are these, and it kind of looks like almost like something that was like you took Play-Doh or clay and pushed it into like concrete or something. It's got all these like concaves in it. It's pretty cool. Definitely like erosion, like Waco footholds. Definitely use them on slab and stuff too. The mud, which are these blue ones. The sunspot, which are these pink ones. And the cobble. My personal favorite so far has been the New Wave and the Sunspot. I definitely find like when I get a set of holds and there's ones that I immediately know I'm going to love, and there's other ones like the Mud and the Joey that I'm not quite sure what to think about them.
We'll start off with a 2XL, which is the New Wave, which is this big old puppy. Loads of options for gripping, you know, nice and smooth. The urethane, this guy's pretty heavy. Centre back column. They even wrote the names. Normally I do this. They wrote the names on the holds for me because they're not out yet. Look, pre-drilled set screw hole. We like it. They're off to a good start. Still smell fresh even after sitting in the box for a while. This guy, huge, 2XL. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of gripping options. Check him out. Like, look at this. It's like a Klingon's forehead, you know, or Bill Bailey, whichever way you want to look at it. You know, everything's square. Everything. The sanding is bomb-proof. Like Entreprise, when they actually pour holds and pour their own holds with sander, the guy, not the machine, actually do a really good job in their sanding, and they're doing such a bomb-proof job. Little Metolius logo, in case you don't know what the Metolius logo looks like. But, you know, first one. Don't have prices yet. They're not on the market, so I can't tell you how much this guy's going to cost. But number one, they're off to a good start. They even, you know, even with the set screw hole, it's actually kind of funny. The set screw hole comes out here rather than here, which is fine. But at least they've actually reinforced it a little bit, and it's at an angle rather than being just flat on.
This is the XL, one of the XLs in the set. So in this set, there's 21 holds like these in the full set. A few of them are small kind of footholds, small handholds. And then there's a few of these and some even bigger. Most of these handholds, you can see the extra large, you can get a 2-hand match on it. You can get, if you got big hands, you can get a pinch that's not very good. I mean, these are going to be, you know, low angle holds, or you're going to have to run on some features or round corners. I mean, this is going to be usable like 0 to 20 maybe degrees overhung. So yeah, you can get the pinch in there, you can get a kind of a slopey little crimp. It's definitely going to be a fun hole to play around with. So one of the things that I noticed when I went through it was that there's a little bit of inconsistency in the sizing. As you can see, this is an XL Joey. This is an XL from the New Wave. Of quite a big bit of difference in size. As you can see, the Joey is significantly smaller, or the new Wave is significantly bigger. I'm not sure exactly how they determine the size, but yeah. Now the Joey's kind of more consistent with the size of the other holds. Sorry, actually, the Joey is actually smaller. It's closer to the large. Like, this is a large cobble, and the Joey is kind of closer to that size, and then the other XLs are closer to the new Wave. So I don't know, like, this one, maybe it just stands out as to not being the same size as the rest of the XL holds.
Number 2 is a Mud XL Pocket. Hollow backed. Set screw hole, which is what we like to see. Not drilled. Is it drilled all the way through? It is drilled all the way through. There's a little bit of crap on there. But look at the sanding on this guy. Look at the hollow back. You know, you're looking at 2 fingers, maybe 3 if you stack carefully. But you're looking at something really nice, not too heavy. Little tiny Metolius logo. But like, if you look at it, it's actually pretty good. Like, even gripping around the outside, if you really had to, and put it up the wrong way, and you still need to get a match, you could probably get a hand on this. If you have it up the right way and get a match, there's not much up there. It's actually been pretty well thought out and pretty well shaped. It's actually not a bad hole.
So this is the Mud, this is the XL. The Mud, I find a little bit awkward to hold on to, but I think that's because I think they're trying to design it so that you weren't just using the pocket. Like, when you use it, it kind of gives you a good thumb catch, and you're like kind of pinching. So like you can kind of use the hold like this, or like that, and put the thumb in the pocket, or you could use it like this. It's a little bit hard to, there we go. Use it like that, and use the thumb catch on the outside. Either which way, definitely get some pinches in there. Definitely a hold that you could probably match. I mean, it's going to be good on just about any angle as a pocket. As using the outside is, you know, probably less so, but
You know, I'm like with pockets, I don't like them too much. This is a Joey XL, ba-bam, Metolius logo. Hollow backed again, which is nice. Like, it's good to see Metolius actually doing some hollow back holds. This guy's really interesting because it has these little dimples in it, here and here, for thumb catches. So when you're grabbing, you can get your thumb into a thumb catch one side, and if you're going the other way and you're up high, you've got a thumb catch on the other side. Again, there is a, is there? There's a set screw hole, not pre-drilled this time at all. I believe that's a set screw hole. Yep, it's a set screw hole, not pre-drilled. There's no washers in the script, set screw holes. Not many American companies actually do that. Good hollow back, good one-handed. You know, oh good. This would be good onto like a 30-degree wall. It's gonna be really kind of super nice. The texture on these guys is really good. It's fine. It's grippy, but it's not super aggressively grippy.
so this is the Joey. Like I said before, they kind of look like they look like this. They kind of look like alien orbs or something. They got all these thumb catches and crimps on them, all like slightly different. This side's all smooth. Usable, probably say up to 30 degrees maybe. That's XL. This is the medium. They all have the logos on them, every one. They all have pre-drilled set screws. One thing I noticed, like, there's no hollow back on the medium. On the XL, there's the hollow back, and the medium almost feels heavier than the XL, which is a little bit strange. I mean, maybe the medium wasn't big enough to hollow back. I'm not sure.
They're going to have to get scrubbed down a bunch, but that's fine. This is another mud, large pinch. Set screw hole. This guy I actually really like for a pinch. I really like this guy. I was playing with it earlier on this thing, the blank slate prototype home wall. I was playing on it. There's some etch holes on there right now, and I was playing on it. And we played around on these a little bit without chalk, and without chalk they're actually pretty good. The texture is nice. They're grippy. They're good. You know, they don't get too slicked up from hand sweat. They're actually doing pretty good. But this guy, hollow back again, center column, which is what we like to see. Look at this guy. Like, this is a nice. It's almost like a little topology of a mountain. It's actually really, really nice. You know, where they've put the set screw hole, if you're up this way, the set screw hole is out of the way, which is always good. It could have been realistically, it could have been at the other end, but they put the Metolius logo on it. Like, not too heavy, pretty good. Sanding is like, just perfectly smooth. It's what we like to see.
And there's the pinch. This is the large mud pinch. Best spot is mostly, you know, where you would expect it to be, right there to right there. You can get a meat hook or a bear claw, whichever you prefer to call it. You can definitely match with two hands. Going to be usable on just about any angle, I would say. Less so if you're going to be using it as a meat hook or bear claw. I must say one thing that they did very well with most of the sets is the set screw hold and the logo don't seem to get in the way. The set screw hold is usually in a spot where the optimal way that you would hold the hold is not using the set screw as a thumb catch, so that's really good.
This guy is a basic pinch, XL, honk, hollow back. Really nice hollow backs actually. You can really tell they've actually taken some time. Set screw hole, logo, everything. But this guy I like because if you see him, and we go all the way around very quickly, you see it, yeah, it's a pinch. Or bit of a sloper, you know, kind of like slopey jugs. Like you're looking at, oh, okay, pretty cool. This one's a little bit thinner, not too bad, it's kind of nice. And then you've got the pinch. And like, I'm grabbing it right-handed, nice and deep, good thumb catch on this side. Other way, same thing, you know, because it's jugged one side and a little bit less jugged the other. This is comfortable. Like, like, you know, we like simple, clean shapes. There's not much simpler or cleaner than that. It's just bomb-proof. Even the muds, even though they're a little bit, you know, they have a bit more detail and a bit more texture on them, they're still actually pretty smooth and pretty nice. They're actually simple. You're not going to get any tweaks on it. This is a Joey again. Not hollow back this time. It's a medium. And the Joey line, I really like the look of the Joey line. They're very simple little catches. This guy is just like a simple one-hander, but they have these nice little grooved rails on either side. So when you're grabbing, and I'm grabbing the bad side, I got my thumb on a rail and my fingers on a rail. You know, up the other way, way harder. This way, whoa, like, you know, you're talking like quarter pad, horrible, slopey death crimp. If either hand is like actually nice when you get it and like go for a pinch on this guy, which is like this, super nice. Left hand, right hand, you know, there's no real bias on it. You can get both, and it's actually really quite nice. Ugh. Cobble, remember these? We did those way back when. I'll put a link when I'm talking about them. Cobalt XL in cut. It's nice that they're actually defining if it's an in cut or not. It is an in cut. Hollow back, set screw hole. They're doing really good set screw holes on most of the holes, apart from the one that's not drilled out. You know, nice washer, good logo, texture. Look at the texture on this guy. Smooth as you like, but a little bit grippy. So like, this guy is definitely in cut, super nice. Good color purple. I like this color purple. Very, very nice. Like Metolius, their colors right now, like banging. Liking this. This is a New Wave XL. Bum, 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 bum. Wow, set screw hole, everything. Sorry, this one's got a bit chipped up, and that's not from them shipping. That's from me being not very careful when I was storing them. This guy is like the other New Wave. Nice and ribbed and sloped. It's like, oh god, like, oh, I want to grab it like this. Oh no, I have to grab it like this. There's so many gripping options on this. It's so smooth. Nothing is tweaky on this. Like this way, it's gonna be like, you know, like going vertically. Like this, their new line is simple. It's clean for the most part, and it's just beautiful holes. What more do you want? Oh, another mud. We have a lot of mud. Another pocket, 2 fingers outright this time. Like you can see it. It's like da 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 da. You see the cat hair from the cats playing with them. Look, I love the mud line and the Joey line right now. And I always loved the cobbles. The cobbles were, even in resin, they were some of my favourite holds because they were fun to play with, and the wood grips. But this new Joey line and the mud line, yeah, well, like, I'm liking these. I'm about to go set at the gym for a competition, and these holds are going to the gym. So it's going to be really interesting on Monday when the competition actually happens to see what happens and see who's actually going to be climbing. Here's one of the smaller ones, Sunspot Medium. Good colour pink. I really like, there's a defining line, just like really nice. It looks like it's going to be really sharp, but it's just, they're not sharp. They're like, this is like a full-on like, oh, crimp on it. And I like the way they've blocked the back. Black, must be the t-shirt. And even this guy, set screw hole. Look, you can see all the way through, set screw hole. But this guy's really, really clean and really simple. It's like almost a little bit geometric with the lines. Really nice. At left hand, right hand, you could, if you really wanted, act like a rabbit. You could really crimp down on this guy if you really wanted to, but it's going to be painful. Even on the small holes, there's a little Metolius logo. That's what we like to see. Now we're getting into, what have we got here? Basic jugs and a basic edge. Ooh, basic jug, small guy. I'll put this one in my pocket. Basic jug, one hand, full pad, like full single pad. You could haul on this. You could probably get this on a roof if you're strong. It's a medium size, good like logo set screw hole, bomb-proof sanding. And this is their edge. Look, this is the jug. This is the edge. The size differences between medium and small, you know, is this. It's not too much, but this is an edge and one pad all the way through, bomb-proof. It's like slightly in cut. It's nice. That's the edge, and this is the jug. It's like super nice. Set screw hold on a small hold. Oh, right. And now I think we're getting into the feet. No, we're not. New line called Pitted. Oh, this is a foothold. This is a foot. Set screw hole on a foothold. Check out these guys. I'd probably use this for hands, to be honest, because I'm a bit of a psychopath. Look at the texture on this guy. It's just absolutely mental. And it's a foothold, and it's like, God, like so much, just dump your foot anywhere you want to put this. There's something, little dimple here, little scoop dimple here. Wherever way you're going to put this, because of the dimples, your foot's never going to come off of it.
So this is the pitted footholds. So they're going to be, well, good as feet on pretty much any angle. But as handholds, you know, they're going to be good for slab to low angles, like 15, 20. Sunspot, personal favorite for me. They sent us out this is the 2XL, which kind of makes sense when you put it up against the XL. It's 2 times the XL, and well hollow backed. So these are kind of in cut, you know, like goes over here from pad to over here to it's like a pad, half a pad on this side. So as you move along this edge here, it becomes more in cut or less in cut. So that's going to be cool for setting some tricky problems. One thing I would have liked to see is that when you turn the hold up this way, you can kind of hit it and use it as a sloper. But to me, using the logo here was not the best location for the logo. I would have put it in here because like it's not going to be in the way. You're not going to use that part of the hole. So, but this way, when you hit it as a sloper, like you're kind of forced to hit it to the right or the left when you could actually hit it here, because you're going to hit this dual texture piece. Can be used as an undercling, probably used at almost any angle. You could even use it in a roof if you wanted to. So that's double XL. This is the XL. You can still get two-hand match on that. Oh, one thing I wanted to say too about this one was, you know, on this side here is the worst part of the hold is on this side, and you can kind of get this thumb catch in here, and on this side is the more in-cut side. I would have preferred to see the set screw on this side because it's more in cut, not on like the more difficult side of the hold, because then you're going to use that set screw. Over here you're not, because it's so in cut and it's good anyways. You kind of don't want that to be able to use that as a thumb catch on the worst part of the hold. That being said, they might have chose this side because maybe there's a little bit more meat than putting a set screw in that part of the hold. Whoa. So this one is more in cut than the last one. It's about full pad and your hand just kind of wraps around there. It's in nice and snug. Once again, use it as an underclean, Gaston, however you like. This is the medium, dropping from the XL to the medium. Now you're down to one hand. Full crimp. Again, in the better part of the hold, you can use the set screw hold, so that's a little bit unfortunate.
And we're into the last three. Basic flat edge, extra small. By the way, there's a set screw hold on an extra small hold. Good work, I like it. There's even a little tiny Metolius logo on the small holds. Shit, there's a Metolius logo on this one. And this is an extra small, and this is an extra small. And they've both got set screw hole on footholds. Come on! All those years of complaining about set screw holes, and they've put set screw holes on fucking everything. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. This guy's a cap head actually, which is unusual for them. Doesn't look like it's got a washer in it. Basic flat edge, and it is a very basic flat edge. I'd probably use this as a foothold, but you could use it as a handhold. I'd probably use it as a foot because where the set screw hole is, if I'm getting on it, once you've got a screw dumped into this, you can actually use it as a bit of a thumb catch, which is a shame. This is one of the New Waves, extra small. So the New Waves goes from, I'm guessing it goes from really big to really small, and look, they've kept the entire, it still looks the same, set screw hole on it, extra bonus, super duper cat hair if you want it, but like, yeah, okay, it's a foot hold or it's an extra small, but yeah, I can pinch on this. I wouldn't want it on a steep wall, but I could pinch on this if I had to, and I could really, you could probably haul ass on this because of the texture.
So the new wave, they sent us 2 holds, an extra small. There's a bunch of these that kind of had the waves in them, and they sent us an extra large. So that's what an extra large looks like. So I guess first off, so this one is the extra small, and it's kind of got these grooves in it so that you can kind of get your hands in them. You can crimp them. You can get a pinch in there. I say that these are probably going to be usable on, like, I don't know, vertical to, I would say 20 degrees maybe as a hand hold, as a foot hold. You know, probably as much as 60. These guys I find kind of cool because I think, like, if I had a bunch of these, they'd be great for throwing on the set of features for, like, compression problems. Just slapping up to a bunch of those would be kind of cool, I think.
And the last one is one of the Sunspots, extra small. So Sunspots is doing a pretty big line as well. Again, a little bit geometric. It's kind of nice. I like these. I like these guys. Set screw hole. Oh, no washer. Cap head again. But like, even now, like, you could probably get on that if it's not too steep. So that's what we have from Metolius, the new Metolius line. But this is the new urethane line of Metolius holds. They actually have really nice t-shirts this time as well. Not that the last ones were bad. I did have baseball hats, and then someone stole all my baseball hats. Urethane. It's a little bit lighter than resin. It's going to be stronger. It's made in the USA, so that, you know, whatever. It's going to be more expensive than the resin, of course, but, you know, if resin's your base line of holds and you need to just fill up a wall really quick, you go with resin because they do last a long time. Yeah, they polish, blah blah blah. But urethane polishes, be it at a slower rate depending on the texture and what you're washing it with. You know, urethane doesn't like too many harsh chemicals. But hats off, oh god. Hats off, boys. Congratulations. I'm glad you're into the urethane market. I'm glad you got both lines. I hope you keep both lines and, you know, update the resin line with the new wave and everything else as well. Really great job. It's good to see Metolius refreshing their hold lines. We'll get them on the wall and we'll see how they go. Peace.